Hey, Neil McDonnell here. I am back with another 𝗟𝗄𝗃 update. If this is your first time hearing about 𝗟𝗄𝗃, I started a company called 𝗟𝗄𝗃. My wife's name is Nancy on January 1st in 2025. And the idea is to demonstrate how I can build $1 million company in the federal market, a government contracting business in 12 months. So how I can get there, what I do, all the activity, you can see kind of the ups and downs. And if you have been watching, you know exactly how I was doing it for a while. It was every day and then it was off, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, today is April 13th, 2 days till tax day. And I want to give an update, talk about what I am going to shape the company on, because last time I did a video about 𝗟𝗄𝗃, I said that I'm pivoting away from social media and LinkedIn type services to the federal agencies because DOGE just really threw a wrench in that. And I'm pivoting over to AI and this idea for AI within the federal market, and not these huge LLMs. Like if you know anything about AI, they can get super sophisticated, but really more homegrown AI, if you will. And I'll talk more about that in a second. But that's the path I'm going to go. I'm actually just took 2 weeks off on even my main live events I do on LinkedIn, so that I could just actually I was just recouping on all sorts of different projects I have going on, including a conference I'm going to do for government contracting. So it's a lot of activity, but I'm very committed to 𝗟𝗄𝗃 being this lesson, right? I did say I wasn't going to do it every day, and then I came back and said, I'm never going to be able to do it every day if I keep trying to do everything else. But I am going to get it to $1 million, and I'm saying I'm going to get to $1 million by December. But the reality is I'm going to be aiming to get it to $1 million by, let's say, September. That way, if I miss my goal, I slide into October and November, and I'm still able to kind of make that a good year demonstration. So let's come back to just talking about on 𝗟𝗄𝗃. I'm pivoting over to AI. And the reason I'm doing this is because unlike social media, where DOGE came in and cut out the legs of basically all sorts of communication channels. I literally just saw a post today about how Social Security Administration is pushing their main communication channel out to X. Well, so that's Elon Musk. He heads up DOGE. And so they're just kind of obliterating things on other social media platforms and just using X. And so for me, I have to pivot. I have to sit there and say, okay, my federal buyer is not buying that anymore. What can I do? And I can go into AI. And I was going to do some research to try to figure out, okay, what path do I want to go? The last video I had said that really I was looking for AI for the average person. So the average knowledge worker is what we call it. Basically, somebody who sits on a chair and looks at a computer is a knowledge worker. And in the federal government, I'm thinking, okay, what kind of AI play can I do that would offer them value? And how do I begin to communicate that? How do I create my marketing message, which is basically, hey, we provide AI services, specifically this, this, and this, right? That's my capability statement. That's how I teach you to do that. I'm going to come back the next video and probably lay all that out on the whiteboard. Oh, I got the whiteboard there this time, because there is my cool sailboat, and today's Sunday and it's a nice day out there, and I wish I was sailing, but it's a little too windy. And it's like 40 or 50 degrees. But anyway, so I'll come back and I'll do a full out keyword searching, and I'll come back and do capability narratives. But what I wanted to show you is how I really started, I was at Panera Bread today with coffee, and I had an epiphany. And the epiphany really came from, I was watching OpenAI has an academy, just tons of free training on ChatGPT, and that's my preferred tool. I don't really care. It's just the one I started with, and I tend to stick with the one I started with. And they're as good as anybody else. But so I like ChatGPT. I happen to be doing a lot of just training on it. I want to it's all new stuff, right? So you got to keep yourself knowledgeable about what's out there. And I came across this thing about GPTs and this idea that there is ChatGPT or whatever your similar type tool is. And if you're not familiar with it, basically it's like a search engine. You can come in and you can type something, except for it's way, way better, like 100 times better, 1,000 times better. Like if I go to type something about Excel, I'm like, if I go into the internet and type something about Excel, all I get to kind of see is if somebody happened to write something about what I was looking for. But if I go to ChatGPT and I say, I got this Excel problem, how do I move forward? It just solves the problem. I have learned to put in, hey, I have data in cell C2 and Z7 or something. I want to do these things. He goes, oh, do this, this, this. You just copy it, kind of thing. And so ChatGPT, think about that as, if we just use my example for a second, as Google, right? You go to the search engine, you type. A GPT, and I don't want to get overly technical into this, but a GPT, which is what I want to sell to the government, I think, and that's why I'm telling you about it, that's like Google for specific needs. And so imagine if I could take Google, and instead of it being this search engine that searches the whole world and everything, I tighten it up. And when I put terms in, it's really only Google for government contractor, Google for the Navy or something. It tightens it really up. That's kind of what a GPT is within ChatGPT, is I can create these specific tools that will do specific activities. That way I don't have to retype my prompts or searches or whatever you want to use, what terms. I don't have to retype it every time. I can just go to this GPT I've already programmed. And when I say program, I mean very basic. Literally, my 11-year-olds are learning how to do this. So I can learn how to do it. You can learn how to do it. It's a skill set. We got to practice it and learn it. So that's what I was thinking today. I was like watching this video. I'm like, that's pretty good. Let me show you the screenshot of, so this is just a screenshot somewhere in the video. I just snipped it because this is the part where I went, oh, that's it. That's how I'm going to start communicating the message. So here, why create a GPT? And literally, I can't remember for life of me what the heck a GPT is. I keep saying get paid today, but I don't think that's what it is. Anyways, so ChatGPT, right? It's for in-the-moment tasks. And that's what I'm trying to do. And so when I go in to talk to my customers, I'm going to say, you often repeat the same task frequently. You need to repeatedly provide same context about your role, business, and customers. Imagine having to tell the same story over and over again to do another task. I got to write it all again, do another task. Or you need to access data within your system. That might be a little bit more advanced than where I go, but I can type on it. And so those are 3 bullets that are on the left-hand side. And if you look at the right-hand side, I really like this, and I'm going to do this, right? I provide artificial intelligence services or AI services. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like in 3 ways: as accelerators, enablers, and transformers to your agency or to your office or something. An accelerator, it's going to do admin tasks in half the time at a higher level of quality. I literally am doing that for myself, right? But I don't use GPTs yet. I got to learn how to do that. As enablers, accomplishing projects I didn't even have the skill set to do before. And that's happening. I built some software tools because I was able to use ChatGPT. And now I'm getting better and better at that, where I don't have to retype things in. And the last one is I'm going to help you, federal agency, with AIs as transformers, right? Redefining the work stream to an AI native process, meaning whatever used to come in manually, we can begin to help you automate it and get it digitized, and then use AI to interact. So I've been doing business process improvement for 20 years. And so this whole idea that a lot of people think about AI, they think to themselves, oh, AI is automation or something. No, that's just automation. It's been around forever. We call it workflow or whatever. You're just moving things through. And if I can get the computer to do it, that's business process automation using the computer. So it's digitized. AI is when I get it to do something smarter. I don't need to tell you about it today. You can discover it with me as I move forward with 𝗟𝗟𝗀. But anyways, so today's update is just letting you know that, okay, so I was talking last time about AI. Now I've got a refinement about what I'm going to sell in AI. I'll build a capability statement so that you can see it where I talk about it. It's similar to like cybersecurity. If you think about cybersecurity, somebody says, I'm a cybersecurity firm. Cool, but that's huge. Are you attacking China? Are you defending against China? Are you doing information assurance, which is protecting software? Are you doing zero trust architecture? Are you doing risk management framework? All those things I just said are all unique things in cyber. They're similar to corporate law, constitutional law, real estate law, right? You know what I'm saying? You just don't be a lawyer or legal. You have a specialty. Construction, there's a specialty. And cybersecurity, a specialty. So AI, same thing. There's people who can specialize in these large language models, training data sets, etc. Well, that's not what I want to sell to the government. I want to sell them stuff that makes their life easier. Personally, I believe I can have a lot more customers that way. That's why I like it more than anything else. And second, it kind of aligns more with my skill set because I'll just sell them what I do, right? Basically, what I need to do for my own life is make it easier using AI. I was like, well, I can help you make your life easier. So that's the direction we're going. I'll come back next time. Now that I'm feeling a little bit more excited about this too, because I was a little bummed out about Doge taking my idea. This is the second time this has happened. In 2017, I sold my company. I was starting a fifth company in government contracting business, and I stood it up as this Microsoft play. It was going to do this thing that no one was doing. That's literally why I sold my last company and went off to start this new one. I was really excited about this. Microsoft just did it right after I started it. And right when I was about to figure out where did I want to go, you can go learn the journey of the GovCon chamber. But my niece called and I was like, hey, you know what? I don't need to start another company. I can just instead build the GovCon chamber. And so here I started 𝗟𝗟𝗀𝗃 with social media, and Doge came along and cut my legs out from underneath me. That's totally fine though, right? That's that whole idea of you can't choose what happens to you. You can only choose how you react to it. And for me, I'm like, screw it. Let's come up with another way to build a company in the government contracting space. So, okay, I'm done. I will see you in the next time. Thanks a lot for sticking to the journey.